In this video, I'm going to show you how to get started with Node-RED and the Nexmo package we've created. So what we've got here is a default Node-RED installation, brand new fresh install straight out of the box. There's various ways you can run it locally on your machine, Docker, hosted on a Raspberry Pi. But regardless of how you install it, it's all fairly easy. This is what you'll be faced with. So localhost port 1880 is where it runs, and we've got a catalog of default nodes down here, functions, input, output. First thing we need to do is install the Nexmo node. So we go to the menu, manage palette, install, and we type Nexmo. Find this one, Node-RED contrib Nexmo, and click install. Okay, and we've got a whole bunch of new nodes added to our palette. And that message disappears. So you'll see we've got this to voice webhook and return NCCO, and down the bottom a whole load of Nexmo functionality. So first thing we need to do is create a Nexmo voice application. So for this, let's just drag in the create call node. Any of the bottom half of the voice ones will do. Voice is all in green. And we're going to pop open that. We've got our credentials here. It says add new Nexmo voice app. Click there. And we're going to give our voice application a name. We'll call that Node-RED Video. I'm going to drop in my API key, password 123. I need to set my answer and event URLs. So I'm going to expose my local Node-RED install using ngrok, which is a fairly standard way for doing local stuff. You can run an ngrok node in Node-RED, but I've got it already running on my machine. I'm going to use /answer as my answer URL and /event. So I've got my API key secret, answer URL, event URL, name of my application. I click create new application, and Node-RED now makes a call to the Nexmo API to create an application and sets my app ID and private key in here. I click add, and that's saved that in there. So we don't really need this create call node for now, because what that's done is that's created a config node which holds our Nexmo application config. So let's just take that out. But if we go into voice applications on the dashboard and have a search around somewhere, not this one, there we go, Node-RED Video. There's our new application that's been created. So we can link a number. Let's see if I can find my spare number that's not in use. It ends 3480. Oops, choose country UK. So there we go. I've got an unused application, so I'm going to link that. So that's the number that's linked to my Node-RED application now. And first things first, I'm going to make a note of that in a comment here. So there's my number. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an incoming call. So I'm going to create an incoming voice webhook, and that was going to be what we set of /answer. I'm just going to return a very simple NCCO, so I'm going to use talk, and I'm going to set my talk one to say, hello, thanks for calling Node-RED, and I need to close off my NCCO with return NCCO. Wire those together. So I've got that. I also need to do something to handle, or just want to handle my events. So I'm going to use a plain HTTP handler for that, and a response, because we don't really care what we're running to the events, but that will give us an endpoint, which is a post to /events. And I'm also just going to log those to the console. All right, so I'll deploy that. I can just show you if I make my request to that to ngrok /answer, it returns my NCCO in JSON. There we go. So now let's give this a call.
Hello, thanks for calling Node-RED.
And hello, thanks for calling Node-RED. What you'll also got to show you there is all the events that came into here have just been logged to this little debug console, so you can see the various events that have been sent. Started inbound, ringing inbound, answered, and completed. So there's our first Nexmo voice application using Node-RED.